1, 2, 3. Fate Extella. Or not.
Anyway, so
That's fine.
Dre, if you
So,
have,
as I was saying-
Okay, there we go.
if you have any questions whatsoever, don't hesitate to ask, because I'll just like while Ryan's playing, I'll just answer them and fill in the people at home like what actually is about the Fate universe and shit.
How do you get sarcastic and snipey about the Fate universe?
Whatever, that's fine.
I thought I was gonna do that, but we'll see.
You both can do that. So, welcome everyone to Loading and Fate Extella, the Umbral Star.
Okay, whoa, that is a nice background.
I know, right?
It is, isn't it?
The minute I saw the opening
Straight
for this
up.
one, I really wanted this as like a PlayStation dynamic theme wallpaper.
Oh yeah,
So, Fate
I
Extella.
don't even like Fate. That's an awesome fucking background.
Fate Extella is the third game of the Fate Extra series, in which we didn't get the second game for. And Marvelous on their Twitter straight up lied and said you would need no prior knowledge to whatever's going on, and that's horseshit.
Hey, but if you're into the series, you already know what's
Girl.
going on, so who cares?
Girl.
Why?
Girl.
Why girl?
Because she's cute.
Ryan,
Because she's cute.
you do you.
Look, we want a boy cherry or a girl cherry. It's cherry flavored. It's red. Or strawberry. So, this character right here is Hakuno. Technically really has no name,
And ha! Okay.
but the name is Hakuno.
Let's go with normal.
So, we didn't actually finish the Fate route because I figured out later it was going to be way too long. I mean, way, way too long.
Can we talk about how Persona these menus are?
They really are Persona menus.
Yeah.
I need some burn my drug.
So,
God, that would also make a great PSN
yeah, I know, right?
background.
Yeah.
So,
Just go full
So we don't have a
Persona on my
choice. We have to-
PS4.
We have to start
yeah,
up with the.
you
with Saber.
have to play
You
Saber.
have to start with the Saber.
Because if you start with the other two first, and I found this out from someone, the story makes no fucking sense.
It's a Fate thing. The story doesn't make a whole lot of sense, anyways.
It
Yeah.
makes a little bit.
No.
But anyway, so what had happened was the main character Hakuno won the Holy Grail War.
Okay.
And by Holy Grail, it's actually a giant computer inside the
So,
moon.
whoa, I'm gonna let you finish, but we're in 12,000 BC.
Long ago in a distant... Anyway.
Why is that always what you revert to?
I don't know.
Because it is one of the best ways to say something happened a long time ago.
Thousands of years ago, before the time of Sigourney Weaver.
Anyway, so... you find out in Fate Extra, the Holy Grail is nothing more than a massive supercomputer
Yeah,
inside the moon.
in the moon.
It's remember they make hard drives out of like crystals,
Yeah.
which hold like significantly more.
Yes.
Humans found out there's crystals on the moon.
Screen's on fire.
Screen's on fire. Humans found out there are crystals on the moon, which function just like hard drives. Mm-hmm. So with humans messing with magic and shit, and with that, the crystals.
You know, I can't think of a line that's more appropriate than the surface of the earth is on fire.
So with humans messing with it,
Yeah, alright.
Whoa, this planet is on fire!
Fire!
so eventually,
Without clemency or judgment. That's a good...
Good
That's just a
comeback
good
to-
line.
yeah.
anyway, so eventually it started scanning the Earth. Every nanosecond, it would scan the Earth and gather information. And it would take the information and make predictions. And it's essentially...
And then when the being of light known as Adam reached the North Pole and touched Lilith, it caused the second impact.
for real.
Wait. Are we going Evangelion on this
No.
shit?
We
Is
might
that
have
what's
just
happening?
started.
It's not.
Damn.
The thing is, it would...
That would have been the weirdest crossover ever.
You ever see like,
Everything ends in Evangelion.
You ever seen like science fiction, those hyper intelligent computers that make calculations at like light speed, and are able to predict the future based on the information it has?
Kind of. A lot of those goes off of the Isaac Asimov books where you...
Yeah,
where
like
yeah.
those, where like it had gathered so much information, it could then predict the future and make things happen certain ways.
Yes. I mean, the other one works a little differently, but yeah, I get you.
So eventually, it just starts storing everything on Earth. So, which is in Fate Extra, that's what takes place in is it takes place inside of that computer, which is why you were able to like make things happen that otherwise wouldn't. Like, summoning servants was not a real thing anymore. You summon them inside the information within the computer.
Yeah.
That's why people like Nero, who initially was visualized as a whatever on Earth, it can be slightly different. This is not the same universe as Fate Stay. It's actually a whole different take on what's actually there. Mm-hmm. So, in the end, the final boss was we find out Hakuno is not real. Hakuno is actually an NPC that became self-aware.
Okay.
An NPC that was based off of a real person in the real world. Except the fact that that person had, like, brain cancer of some kind and had to be put to sleep. The memories were put inside of the computer so the person can live still while the body is inert.
Yeah.
It was just stored as data. Eventually that data became self-aware.
Okay.
So the idea of Akuno was there. Just you couldn't remember a whole lot because it's just your basic thoughts.
Yeah.
The same thing happened with someone else, a doctor. The same doctor who was supposed to prevent you from dying, he died. But he put himself inside
He's bad at his job.
Well, he died. He died because the building that Hakuno's in collapsed.
Yeah, but he's a doctor. He should doctor that shit out.
He's a building fell on him. But anyway,
Well, fucking sew
He was
yourself
no-
back together, man. What the fuck?
while you're inside of a machine, he just put his mind into a computer, and just kept going as like a normal.
Okay.
So when he died, he died. He stored himself as an NPC in the game, an actual flagged NPC, not like my brain's in a box somewhere.
Yeah.
He became self-aware too, but unfortunately, he still has the NPC flag.
Should I just skip the cutscene?
No, keep going.
It looks nice. The thing is, at the end, when you defeat all the other people, you're walking up to like the giant steps. You know, Nero's having this like moment with you. He's like, "Hey, it's been great. We finally get to the end. Yada yada." You get to this guy who says, "Well, this is a supercomputer. This is awesome. You're gonna fortunately do what I want, not what you want." You're like, hold on. I worked hard for this. It's like, yeah. See, if you don't do it, I'm gonna kill you. And he's standing on like a bunch of coffins, like just stone coffins. Like, yeah, these are the masters that came here before you. They didn't agree with me, so I killed them too. So this whole thing's gonna keep going until I get the one I want. He's like, why? It's because I want the stuff outside to stop so I can die. It's like, but I'll die in the process. Don't care. Unfortunately, he can't enter the actual computer because the computer will go, that's an NPC. That doesn't belong here. Delete. Hakuno, he doesn't know Hakuno is also an NPC like him. He has no idea. He's like, he doesn't know who the fuck you are. Eventually, you beat him. His servant is Buddha. Like Buddha, like the monk, not Buddha, like the fucking god. And eventually, you go in to sit.
Buddha's not a god.
Demigod, higher being.
He's not any of those things.
He's just a dude with a belly that you want to rub for good luck.
Yeah, the Buddha is not supposed to be considered a deitic figure. He's
He's something
he
you
was.
want to strive to be.
Yes, he
Gotcha,
wants to be
okay.
like the Buddha, who was a person.
So
But,
I
the
get
person
closer every
throughout
day.
the game. Throughout the game, we had Rin on our side. Rin eventually lost her servant, so she's not supposed to exist here. But you Hakuno, being this nice person, prevented her from dying, like Shinji died.
Yeah.
So
Because he actually died when he was killed.
yeah, Rin was going to be killed because like, hey, war's over, flush everyone out. So you jump inside the computer, not knowing what's actually going to happen, and you get the computer. First off, it even says, Rin tells you the computer has no idea what you are. You're an anomaly. So it's taking a second to figure out what the hell you are before it deletes you. It goes, well, I'm gonna put in one command. What's that? Save Rin, or save whoever you chose, Rin or Ronnie. It actually doesn't matter because Rin or Ronnie don't show up here. So, in the end, Nero jumps in after you, or Saber or Tama, whoever is your servant at that time, jumps in after you to save you. And you are not deleted. You are not destroyed. You are the winner of the Holy Grail because Nero jumps in as well and saves you. And pulls you out. Because when you jump in, you're like, I'm data, I can't move.
Yeah.
Essentially. And now we're here. Now there's a whole another game where something else happens. That takes way too long to explain. But in the end, Hakuno wins because of the constant bullshit Hakuno has to pull off to keep surviving, even though she, it is trash data. It is not a Magus to begin with.
So,
Like worse than Shiro. Worse than Shiro.
sir, such a thing does not exist.
There you go.
Yeah, if you just put X, that it puts the actual name, Hakuno. In the end, you win, and then you have control of the moon cell. You have control of essentially a hypercomputer, or they were making it in Jormungand. I forget the name of it. In Jormungand, she was making like this super awesome computer. Like there was like a specific name for it.
Oh, shit, I forgot.
The Stormenhusets?
No,
No,
Freezen
it's actually the specific kind of computer.
The Husaweses?
let me look for the actual term.
The Shibalabu.
Shibbalaboo.
Shibidaboo.
I am now king.
Now the thing is, with the second game, this is like the first game. Nero is mostly like, hey, you're by my side, come on, let's go, like best friends.
Yeah.
The second game is like you save her and you get really close to her, to where like she describes Nero like she never knew what true love was because she loved the people. Like when she was a ruler,
Yeah.
she loved the people, but the people didn't love her back, so she had no idea what love really was. So like you work your magic on her and like moist.
Yeah.
Well, no, I mean like you generally get her to open up to you.
Yeah.
So she's like, I want to be around you. I love you. I'm trying to find the actual name for the computer now. Jormungand.
That's my biggest problem with the Fate series. For the
What?
most part.
Quantum computer. That's what it's called.
Oh, one of those?
A quantum computer.
Yeah, we're building those now.
Yeah, but like described in science fiction, it's supposed to be like this super amazing, awesome thing.
Yeah,
Look, once it's real, the illusion of fantasy is gone.
but they work off of the basic idea that we already have also.
Yeah, but like the moon cell is a quantum computer, but the moon cell was also made in like 2004. This actually takes place like before Fuyuki, before like Fate's Day, where like everything burns down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like super lovey-dovey between these two, or like she's like, I love you. It's like, yeah, you look pretty. Yeah. But this is the new home. You have won, and this is your kingdom. Because you can't exist anywhere else. You, the player, I mean, not the.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll like. This is just a very long visual novel
No,
with
it's,
some stuff in between. It's
It's-
better than rock paper scissors.
it's not that. It's like
What's up?
Fate.
What about it? Fate, what do you mean?
Why do you always have to do this to me, Fate?
What? Do what?
The way Fate tells its story, I get maybe like a third of the way through, and I want to kick something.
Hey, it happens, dude. It's
But
not for everyone. But like,
Yeah, it's like Fate should be up my alley.
the concept, yes.
But then it's just like,
It's the way. I just explained everything, so yeah.
yeah. I got you.
Nero just told you woke up from like a coma that you put yourself in by jumping into the moon cell.
Yeah.
That's what she's going to tell
Yeah.
you.
But this is all happening in nanoseconds, so the coma actually lasted for like less than a minute.
For Nero, it was actually a while. Because your data and Nero technically isn't. So time passage for you and her are two different things. Hakuno is actually just amalgamation of data. Hakuno actually is not
Then what the heck is Nero?
a consciousness. Whenever Hakuno talks or Hakuno like speaks or anything there, it's always like very blankly or
Yeah.
being plotted along. Nero is based on something. Hakuno is half based on something. So like the perception can be off at times. But now Nero has the ring that says I own this place, and I can do whatever I want to it. Like the thing that the moon cell gives you that says, okay, you are now the owner. It's like your password for your computer, which someone can then probably like override it, take it, but, you know, whatever. You just woke up from a coma, and you need to rest.
Why do we need to do anything? I am now freaking in charge.
What does someone who's king do?
Well, they also explain that things are already occurring.
Yeah. Nero tells you that there's also other people within here that may or may not like want to take over as well.
Yeah, they're threatening your rightful rule.
Yeah.
So they prepare an army.
And the first,
Army, I have a Nero.
No.
Go.
You have 4 servants. One is Wimp Low. Remember when we first saw him, we said we would call him Wimp Low. That's Cuckoo Lane with the wonderful ass and the wonderful abs. Cuckoo Lane. He's always cool, even in the fake Grand Order short. He's summoned as a Lancer, dies every time. The minute he's summoned as a caster, he solos everyone. He beats Saber. He beats everyone in that particular like thing.
Why? What is it about summoning him as a caster that changes it?
Don't know.
They were just like, fuck it, let's make him overpowered on something else because we feel bad for him at this point.
And in the end, like when he's disappearing after he beats Saber, he's like, yeah, next time, summon me as Lancer. It's for my deal.
No, go fuck yourself.
Li Shuen, otherwise known as Wimp Low. You've got to ask, I'll kick it!
Whoa. This is...
He's an assassin.
No, but like, seeing the art that they drew versus the character that I'm seeing...
I love Wada's art style.
It's so weird. Does he have a burn that he's supposed to have that he doesn't have on his character?
That's Gawain.
That was just Shadow?
Who's a fucking cheating... Like, so if you can get that far, Gawain's a cheating asshole.
Gawain is not a cheating asshole.
Alright, so... The breakdown of his power is when the sun is out, he's invulnerable.
No, to be specific, it is between the hours of 9 and 12 and 3 and 6.
When the sun's out.
It's more than when the sun is out. It's got to do with Celtic numbers.
Yeah. So in the game, when you go to in Fate Extra, when you go to the dungeon to grind, it's always daylight. So he goes to confront you in the maze. Rin or Ronnie, depending on who you have, has to hack into the system to make it nighttime so you can win.
So you actually have a chance,
So you actually have a chance. And when you fight him, when you're supposed to fight him, not like he ambushes you or anything, it's actually nighttime so you can fight him on normal terms.
He's not as cool as Pride, though.
Yes. And last one.
Pride from 7 Deadly Sins, man.
Yeah.
That's how you do it. That's some of it.
No one knows his name. Also, I like how Wada draws Archer as well. Because, like, I don't know his name. I don't remember. He's like, well, you summoned me. I'm fucking here, alright? Yeah, you've essentially just used the moon cell to summon servants like you would as like a master.
Okay.
Because Nero has the he's like, yeah, just summon servants. Yeah, I know who these people are. Yeah, I was probably some who died in the first round. Doesn't matter. He knows exactly who he is.
He always knows exactly who he is.
The only difference is he has less of like he sees Hakuno, and kind of knows who Hakuno is because he could have been summoned in the beginning between Saber, Tama, and him.
Yeah.
He kind of knows who Hakuno is, but much like all the time, he hides it because he's an asshole. His name is whatever.
We know his name. Someone just go kick him in the ass.
No one here knows his name.
We know his name. Someone just go kick him in the ass. Wimp low, go get him.
You've got to ask. I'll kick it. My face to your foot style. How do you like it? Yeah, also Ku is like I like even like in Fake Granddaughter and this, they make him like more badass than he actually is. But like, he's so cool whenever they show off his powers. Like he has the cool like the spear can't miss. It'll go fucking off the floor, rebound off, and still hit you. It's like how he uses it is fucking amazing. It's everyone else's bullshit.
Yeah. Everyone else, he gets a basic set power. Everyone else gets like, this is what I use to destroy the planet.
Yeah.
If you'll excuse me, I got
And
shit
Gawain
to do
is like
today.
just super like, I'm just happy to be here. I also love this dude's voice. And Gawain's like, I'm happy to be here.
He's always good to serve a king.
Yeah, he's like, you know what? Happy to be here.
Subordinates or not, they're weird.
Yeah, subordinates, they're the weirdest motherfuckers I ever see.